Right now, we want to get over to 11 Alive's Angelina Salcido. She is riding. She has another person driving, and she is riding right now. Angelina, what are you seeing, and where exactly are you right now?
Hey, Jonathan. So we are on I-85 North. My photographer, Anthony Shepard, is driving right now. So we are safe. I'm in the passenger side of the vehicle, and the roads are pretty clear, which is great because they're telling people to stay home. Right now, we're starting to see the rain pick up. Well, as you see in front of us right now, there are very little cars on the road. As we have been driving and getting closer to Gwinnett, which you just heard Chesley talking about, you know, the roads being below freezing, the road temperature, and possibly seeing some ice. We're probably going to start seeing that as we get further into Gwinnett County, but we're just getting into Gwinnett County right now. We haven't seen a lot of cars on the road as we came here from Midtown. We did see some plows out on the road. They were throwing some salt as well. So that's a good sign because we know that we want these roads to be clear and the slush that's on the sides to basically be cleared out before we get those temperatures down even colder and below freezing, because that's where we will see that ice potentially. These right here are the trouble spots that we're seeing. So these are basically the sides of the roads. This is the only trouble that I'm seeing if you were to be on the roads. And it's another reason why they're telling people to stay at home, right? Because they don't want anyone to end up getting on these sides of the roads where it happens to be slick. But so far we haven't seen very many people traveling, which is good because they've been telling people to stay home. We're going to continue to check out, basically be going from Gwinnett County up into Jackson Road, like that area on I-95 North, to see what we encounter there. But very clear, which is good, a drastic difference from what we were seeing earlier this morning with the roads kind of slushed up and stuff like that. That slush has maintained to the sides as the day has continued. The only thing that we're seeing is the rain, and of course that's going to be changing throughout the day. So we'll continue to monitor the conditions out here on the roads and show you guys anything that we encounter. Haven't encountered any hazards of any kinds while we're out here driving, so it's a good thing. Just saw 2 cars stranded, and those were probably left over from them traveling this morning and kind of getting stuck where they were. So right now everything is clear. It's looking pretty good. We'll keep you guys updated on what we see.
Yeah, Angelina, conditions seem to be better than they were just a couple of hours ago when we saw really the roads that you're on right now covered in a lot of slush and ice. I do want to ask you, what about some of those side roads? We know the interstates are pretty clear. They've been treated. Getting out there to the interstate, or perhaps you even coming into work today, did you run into any trouble?
You know, coming into work today was a little bit interesting. I drove with our other reporter, Cody Alcorn, who picked me up. We rode together. That way we made sure that we were going to be safe, and we kind of made sure that we were careful on the roads going through Midtown to head into the station. Those were a little bit more slushy than what we're encountering now for sure. And so that's why the city of Atlanta was telling people to make sure that they do stay at home, so that way they don't have to try to encounter those roads. I did see a few people in Midtown get stuck. Atlanta police have to, you know, make sure that a tow truck came to them to get them out safely and that type of thing. But here on the highway on I-85 North, right now everything is looking clear. Like I said, those side roads, yes, those are looking slushy, and some of the exits too, as you're trying to get off, can be slushy as well. And we know that those are kind of hilly too, so if those do ice over later on, we could see the potential of cars kind of sliding down as they try to go up. So that's why they're telling people, just make sure that you stay home. If you don't have to be out on the roads today, make sure that you're not. Just kind of take it easy, take a chill day. That way we can just make sure that everybody's safe. Yeah,
really good. And the good thing is what you did say earlier, you have seen some crews out there. You have seen them working to clear some of these roads.
Yes. And we know that GDOT has been working on this since overnight. We did see, let me see if we can flip this over. So it would be on the opposite side, heading south, actually, is where we saw those plows. We have not seen any headed on the north, on the northern route, but there were 2 plows on the opposite side. There weren't very many cars on the other side. Now we're starting to see that it's a little bit more congested, but we know Atlanta. We know what traffic typically looks like around this time of day. It is the complete opposite. So it's nice to see that people are staying off the roads and just taking it easy and making sure that they keep themselves safe.